Okay, I had prepared remarks and I think I'm going to leave them. So let me start with, thank you, board.
Oh, please state your name.
Oh, I will. Don't worry, I promise. Thank you, board. Thank you, superintendent. And thank you, president, for all that you are doing. Thank you very much. My name is Antonio Grania. I'm at 659 First Street. And I became very involved in this matter because I didn't do it for politics. I didn't do it to engage and take sides. I see the discourse that has gone on in this community. I did it for a very simple reason. I have a fifth grader at Connors Elementary School. And now let me tell you just a minute about my story. I came into the school district in kindergarten with all the same questions everybody else has about the district. You hear these stories. I am now 6 years into this process and I bleed Connors koalas red. I am baked into the school district. You have demonstrated to me the quality of the education. You have demonstrated the resiliency to deal with crises in different situations like COVID. To increase and improve the curriculum, and to do all of that for my daughter in an environment where she gets a diverse experience in the school where I don't think she would get anywhere else. I thank you again. Yes. There are the obvious pragmatic things that make this about much more than a high school, okay? I love my school. My daughter walks home from school. That's why I didn't move. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. But you know what? And we love our school. It's an edifice from another century that we love. It's the center of our community. But you know what? It was built on the decisions that my great-grandmother's generation made. It was a decision they said when they built that school and a number of other schools in this community that said, we have to invest in these children. Now we have a high school, which when it opened, and I've talked to people that went to the freshman class, they said it was the greatest thing in the world. That's fantastic. I love it. The decision to build that high school and make it state-of-the-art for the 20th century, and for the freshman class, those are great things. They were all done before I was even born. We have talked a lot today about, what is this, a lot of conversations about fueling all the things, ice rinks and this and so forth. It's a very pragmatic thing. We are bursting at the seams. My school is bursting at the seams. Your school is bursting at the seams. My daughter will become, I'm going to have emotionally have to get rid of me a tiger now, okay? I'm going to have to let go of koala, but we have a middle school that is going to burst at the seams. And we don't have a high school that is capable of teaching the 21st century curriculum that this state wants us to teach our children. So, let me say this. A lot of people will come up and they say this, and they say the board, and they say this. There is a reason why we have representative government. We have elected you, and you have hired an administration that has demonstrated that this school district will move forward. You'll see it with parents in this district. We feel it. There's a momentum. There's an excitement. And we have elected you and hired you to do this. This is not a completely transparent process. This is a process that takes a long, long time to develop. You didn't come in front of us a few weeks ago to do a last-minute spring upon us. You came at us with a sense of urgency. You've said, we finally got it approved. We've finally gone through all the steps. It is time to vote yes. I have 30 seconds. I just want to tell you one little story. I'm just looking at my letter. I'm looking at that 30 seconds. I'm going to tell one little story. Years ago, I was on a board where I had to approve the school, and the planner came up and gave me language about an inherently beneficial use, and we don't have to prove this, and we don't have to prove that, which I agreed with. And I asked him, for the people in the audience, what does that mean for people to give it to us in English? And he said, Every civilization's job one is to invest in the next generation. That is how you carry civilization forward. So yes, thank you for listening.